been to many places, I've seen too many things, but I have never seen just somebody who could feel me. Can you feel me now? Day after day after day, I'm thinking I should be out there making more. Believe me, it kills me to know I am deceiving, misleading. Gotta take you with me now. Can you feel the sun wash over? Let me show you who I am and what I've done. I should be making songs about all I've left behind, and maybe people would think she's got something that's alright. I think I'll pass this time. Away, over the ocean, away, into the horizon. They won't take what I am away. Feel my devotion. I'll take the string. I'm not okay. I could do more than this. I will take you with me now. Can you deal with the exposure? I can show you who I am and what I've done. I'll be making songs about all I've left behind, and people who won't listen don't matter much to me now. Can you feel this time? Away, over the ocean, away, into the horizon. They won't take what I am away. Feel my devotion. I'll take the string. I'm not okay. I could do more than this. Away, over the ocean, away, into the horizon. They won't take what I am away. Feel my devotion. I could do more than this.
Good time zones, everybody, and really, is it still only Tuesday? Yes, it is. Greetings, TGM, Raven and Chris. And Shadow arriving at the same time. Hello, everybody. Yeah, why? Can this week just move a little bit faster, please? Preferably with fewer amounts of chaos and madness than it already is. I hope everyone is doing okay and is getting through their weeks. Yesterday was a very technical stream. A 30-minute build video by somebody took me 2.5 hours to build. But we ended up with this piece of insane. Yeah, faster with less nonsense at work. That's fantastic, doesn't it? Just this piece of insane. After stream, I came back down and switched it on. After 10 minutes, it had filled its internal buffer, 30 minutes after that, it had filled a double chest. I have bone meal for days. So, greetings, okay. So, yes, basically this does effectively a stack every 35 seconds. So, yeah, it's quite powerful. Which is fantastic, because that's exactly what I wanted it for. No, this one's right next door to an end portal. End portal? Nether portal, even. I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case. My goal at this point is not to have to rebuild things So, how do I explain this one logically? I built the big city, and the big city had a lot of small farms concentrated in it. My new goal, having done year 1, holy crap, it is to start building ridiculously powerful farms, and keep one of those to each area of build. So this city, ruined city, is going to have bone meal, and maybe I'll extend this to a second module for moss. But I don't intend on having any more farms around this city. The next city will probably have the ultimate ridiculous iron farm. I mean, I know I've got one up at the mine. That's that's just a replication of what I had at the main city. What that one does have, however, is a pretty dang good gunpowder farm, which is a bit more like what I'm aiming for. So, yesterday, the eggs of indecision gave us a chicken. Might have been this one. I don't know. I've lost track. Hello, chicken. I'm going to steal your egg. Let's double check. Does this egg... Well, it bounced off the chicken. No. Today, my starting goal for 10... I've been cursed with frogs. Yes. The goal is to go frog hunting. And I was having a chat with Raven just before stream. I will need leads, but that's not really the goal. I want buckets, because I am going to go and get frog spawn, so that I can then take frogs to 3 different regions of the world and grow them up. Now, if I remember rightly, which is not obviously a thing very often. No, this map is not the one I'm looking for. What I will need is some slime. And to get slime, I will need to head to a swamp. Now, I could head for the swamp in which I know I have frogs. But the problem is that swamp I'm not in... It is quite a way away. And by quite a way... Thank you, Minecraft. So we're currently at minus 833, minus 1342. I have in my notebook of places I have visited. Frogs. Minus 4,786, minus 6,046. So, yeah. No. Not in any circumstances of sanity. 3, 4, 8. 8, 6 is 14. Yeah. Bring some spares. 28. That's 27. There. Yeah. This one's going to be a trip through the nether. But first, I want to head back to the city and borrow a map. And then get over to a swamp and find some slimes. I knew I should have kept some after the weekend. My mistake. Actually, didn't I? Did I? Didn't I? What am I gonna do about it? Unfortunately, magma cream doesn't count. Whoop. Like it, yay! I'm gonna crash into a building today. Whoopsie. Okay, somewhere over here, I have some spare maps. So I know I've seen frogs somewhere out there. And actually, I have frogs marked over there. I think those were the closest frogs that I have marked, which is slightly disturbing. I think that's... no, that one. I've lost track of where anything is on this map. Which is a shame. I should really fill in these two. He says, looking at 3 maps. I can count. I can count. Actually, I'll change that. I should really fill in these 2. T-O-O. Yeah, that. Good save. I keep forgetting I left that emergency escape hatch. And by emergency escape, I mean just normal exit portal in the roof. Hey her, up to a swamp we go to find some slimes and get some stuff to feed the frogs, I know. How is everyone today? I mean, you're sitting here listening to the babbling that comes from me, so, sorry about that. That has to be the weirdest piece of land hanging out in the middle of Minecraft. Why do you insist on blocks like this? I mean, really, Minecraft. What were you thinking? I'm just going to sit here for a minute and wait for darkness to fall. Dinner is cooking, I'm not... Well, you get dinner and a show. Today's show is probably going to involve Scotsman attempting not to die, whilst attempting to get some frogs. Where are we on time? Darkness is not falling fast enough. It would be nice if it was darker, please. Ribbit. Interestingly, I see one azalea here, one azalea here, one azalea here, one azalea here. Either there is a very, very large cave thing with all the moss in it. There was a name for that type of cave. Lush cave. Wow. Thank you, Raven. Either there's an absolutely enormous lush cave, or there's multiple lush caves. Many lush cavelets. Yep. Actually, I have a sneaking suspicion. I know this area. Yep. This was our first lush cave. This was where we found our first lush cave. I recognize it. This might even be where... Hey! You're not wanted. Go away. I came down here looking for spore blossoms, not for creepers. Because there's clearly... there's one. I was about to say, there's clearly spore blossoms about. Thank you. There's another one somewhere. Holler if you see pink. Holler if you see a creeper. I see pink. I see pink times 2. I see pink times 3, possibly. This is one of those. While we're waiting for darkness to fall, let's do silly things in caves. Because clearly, this is a perfectly sensible thing to be doing whilst waiting for darkness. No, I did not ask for baby zombies. What I came here for was that thing. Okay, now feels like a good time to flee with extra flee. Straight into a cliff. Twice! Excellent. I'm going to recover some health for a second. That was probably not the most sensible of things to have been doing, but hey, I now have 3 more of the beautiful purple. Yeah, 3 more of the beautiful purple spore blossoms. Yeah. Well, I see another azalea tree. 3 more fancy flowers, yes. All the fancy. Right. I'd say that's probably dark enough to start having things spawning of their own accord. But let's give it a second. Right. Let's see if we can find some slimes. That's not a slime. That's not a slime. Okay. Minecraft, where's the boots? Gold boots are because I'm planning on going into the nether fairly shortly, and because I haven't taken them off in about a week. Yep. I would have put back on my my fancy boots are fancy, but I keep forgetting to take them off. Minecraft, you're giving me... What night is this? You see, it's nearly a full moon. There should be lots and lots of slimes around. Aha! I see one. Spider, you're not wanted. Look, I am not after bones. I'm also not after survival at this rate. Flee. Flee, flee. Give me your balls. Nope. Look, this is not a parade. I'm not after the zombie parade. That did not go well. Thank you. Stay on. Mistakes may have been made. Mistakes have been made. If that poll was how long till Scotsman ends up dead, congratulations. We now have our third death. Right. Hold on. How have I got a... I don't even want to know why I've still got it. Oh dear. That was not a good move. Okay. I'm like, quick, I've got to get back there, he says, realizing he's not even got an elytra on. It had been several months since my last death as well. Oh well. Such is the way of things. I really should have abandoned. I got greedy. I got greedy and should have abandoned. That's my own fault. That definitely was my own fault. Fortunately, this is not a hardcore world. Otherwise, you would have heard much, much more swearing. Now, the question becomes, can I remember where in the world I was? This better not be a thunderstorm. Because if it's a thunderstorm, I'm going to be very, very upset. Yeah, this is why this is not a hardcore world. If this had been a hardcore world, the swearing would have definitely been significant. We are now on a corpse run. That's why you do love watching hardcore. I don't. Although that said, I am enjoying the 30 days of hardcore. So let's see if we can figure out where in all of this mess I was. I am so not sure where the heck I died. Well, I must have been close to here because there's bits of dead. This is one reason why modded is nice. Modded at least tells you where the hell you died. Usually. I would love to have a last death location. I wonder if it's near these slimes. Aha! It is. My stuff. My stuff. Whoops. Okay. Thankfully, zombies can't climb trees. I'm missing my helmet. Excuse me, Mr. Creeper. I would like you not to be here. Fireworks. You. Do I have my helmet? Why do I not have my helmet? Where is my helmet? Ah, there it is. Let's get back up a tree and do a quick inventory. This one I'll do. Okay. That and that. Arrows, clock, ender chest, salmon. I was carrying a shield and I wasn't even using that. That was in my offhand. Obsidian. That was up here. That was not involved. 40 slime balls is a good number to have. I think I got everything back. So I'm going back to the city. Today on reasons why I shouldn't have done all of that, we find me dying. Whoops. Well, that was an interesting start to the evening. I do hope this isn't an indicator of how the day is going to go. Right. Somewhere around here there will be a couple of things I now need to do. So the first thing I need to do is to return this map, because, well, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure I needed the map. I've started to work out where in the world I am whilst doing things. Oh, wow. hadn't looked at that in context. Yeah. There is now another thing I need to do. Unfortunately, I have 7 levels. Because we need a couple of signs. That's not where I keep signs. There we are. Where, oh where am I going to find an anvil to name these things? That one's fairly broken, that one's fairly broken, that one's fresh. 3101. Actually, no. Yep, it was a spider. Interesting. On top of the coyote. I don't think the coyote's got much to do with the anvils. He's more trying to find himself an Acme delivery, I think. Man. So, the next thing we need to do is to take one of these up here. Hello, sheep. Actually, no. I'm trying to remember. Are we using one of these up here? Yes, we are. Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 5 months. 5 months nearly to the day. So 3, 8, 1. At least I'm being fairly consistent in my death rate. I also need another sign. Because there's actually another area that I should be putting up a sign. The llama is very disappointed in me. The llama will be getting an updated death point. Which is why I needed the third sign. Because there is a second graveyard into which I need to add my death. Is it worrying that I've got 2 different graveyards? Oh well. One is more a sad monument to my death, and the other one is an actual graveyard. And that one's just going to need the oak sign, not the oak sign with the labelling on it. Right. So, Scotsman died of shrub. Scotsman only got him. Uh, 31, 31. Messed with Spider-Man. Thank you. I think I like that one. Ah! Okay. There we are. Messed with Spider-Man. Thank you, TGM. Right. Now that we have dealt with the formalities of my death. Dealt with the formalities of my death. Now there's a statement that feels like it really shouldn't be involved in the universe. Let's put the spore blossom... Actually, no, I'm going to hold on to the spore blossoms for a second. Hold on to that. Bones, string, spider eyes, rotten flesh, and carrot. Rotten flesh I can add to this one. No, I could have put the string in there. I need to head all the way back south. Well, that's a shame. Actually, I'm just going to put Scottish Airways in there. And the spore blossoms. And the death notice. For the moment. Ooh. I need a flint and steel. And it's in the flipping toolbox. Oh well, I guess I am going all the way back south again. I was thinking I didn't have to. I could start my my quest for a frog. My quest for a frog. That feels like I'm a princess looking for something for the. Well, am I looking for my frog princess? Or yeah, let's go with I'm looking for my frog princess. None of this makes sense. You can tell. I'm saying it. It's like, how can you tell if a politician is lying? Their lips are moving. How can you tell if the Scotsman isn't talking sense? He's streaming. Am I gonna make it? Is Miss Piggy a frog princess? Ooh, that's a tough one. Didn't she get made a princess by the tribe that she was looking after in Muppet Treasure Island? At which point, yes, she is. I also make no sense offline, though. Well, I mean... Maru? Why do I not have a flint and steel in my toolbox? That's odd. Hello, llama. Oh, hold up. That's incredibly out of date anyway.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
Also, why do I have 2 stacks of bone meal in here? Why are you holding on to these? You're also missing a safety incident. No. Also no. Fine. We'll put those in there. Oh, I know where they are. Flint and steel is in with the lights, which are in, bizarrely for some reason, job blocks. Why they're in with job blocks, I have no clue. Job blocks. Flint and steel. I don't know why lighting is in with with job blocks. Probably because job blocks is more like decorated blocks than anything. Would it make sense to empty out this and take it with me? Yeah, let's take the IKEA bag with me. Okay, Raven, look after yourself. Oh, you're kidding. I've just found slime balls. I found 20 odd slime balls. Oh well. 80. Okay. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Right. Hello, Ook. Are you hiding up in the trees again? Right. To the nether. Let's see if I can end up getting a usable... Right, where are we in the nether? We are currently at minus 68, minus 80. So I need to go that way, and I need to go that way. And I need to get to a useful number. So, by my reckoning, having done some maths, which is usually not a sensible thing to be doing. Why are there so many zombie pigmen? At least they're not hoglins. Alright. So the current extent of the I have spent time in the nether pathways zone is 130, 298. I need to go to 598, 755. This could take a minute. Even longer if I place back the blocks whilst eating. That doesn't help. Oh goodness. I wonder, is it possible to change... Actually, if I remember rightly, we've got shaders set to slightly brighter. Okay, now you can actually have... you can see things a little bit. Yay for dinner and a show. Apparently shaders are slightly easier to see the nether with. I apologise for the fact that it's not exactly the brightest of situations. I need to go another 250 blocks, however. We're at 300 and I need to be at finest 598. And this, yee. And this is why I probably should have been shifting through all of that. Stay on high-speed travel via the nether. Interesting. We've had a slight... oh, Sulsan Valley. Okay. And now we're in... where are we? Nether wastes. No. Boring. Sulsan Valley was far more interesting. I'm waiting for you have entered a bastion. Speaking of which, none of that is bastion. All of that is pretty as heck. Okay, am I allowed to say the nether with shaders switched on is actually a damn sight more interesting than the nether without shaders on? Where are we? We are at 522, so we're nearly at the right X coordinates. When not being shot at isn't the most thrilling of places. Hey, I like not being shot at. I'm a very boring soul. I do not like being shot at. At least I'm getting a decent supply of blackstone out of this. Where are we? 550. It is, however, dang sight slower to traverse through this area. I'm very well aware of that, Tor. I remember Frauke's comment of it's a dang sight more interesting to watch hardcore than to play it. You'll note I have absolutely no intention of playing hardcore. Mostly because I would like to keep my world. Where are we? 610. Too far! Here. I now need to go 400 blocks in this direction. We're looking for the frogs. We're looking for these flippin' frogs. We're trying to cross the nether and hope for frogs to be there. I'm so glad that I at least know where I'm going. I would have said straight to hell, but I appear to be traversing hell, also known as the nether. I'm also hoping that this doesn't destroy my pick. Okay, something tells me I should probably be making sure that I pick up something more useful than some of the netherrack. Thank you, Minecraft, for adding that interesting and slightly disturbing noise in the background. If you want to add We're Coming for Your Soul as a noise, then... oh. Wow. Given that we're virtually at... the bedrock ceiling of the nether, that's a very high area to be finding lava. Hello. Thank you. Yeesh. And here's me wondering, would it have been easier to have actually just flown through the overworld for 6,000 blocks? Might have been slightly less boring, for you what. What I'd like is for Minecraft to suddenly tell me I've entered a bastion. If that's the case, then I could head off in a slightly different and probably more murderous path. I doubt it's going to, though. I think you actually have to enter the bastion as opposed to just enter the chunk. Actually, that's a good question. Does it base on the chunk, or does it base on you actually setting foot in part of the bastion? Because I know that, for example, the end stronghold is actually based on you entering the stronghold. Is the bastion the same? I don't know. These questions and more will not be answered today, apparently. We are mining, we are mining. The structure's hitbox. The structure has a hitbox. Lovely. As long as it doesn't hit back, except it does. Oh, hold on. I've gone too far. I've been stood here muttering, and I actually have gone way too far. I should have stopped here. I don't know if we'll be back here again, but I am going to... I gotta say that, but probably odds are I might be. So, what I'm going to do is prep this. As an area. It's one of those, I don't have any intention of coming back here repeatedly, but odds are I'll probably lose my frogs. Even with the frog spawn. Right. 755 is... this one. 599. Remaining for 598. Oh well, that'll do. That one. Two. Exit. There are reasons for me digging out what I'm digging out. They may never come to fruition, but there are reasons for digging out what I'm digging out. The obvious statement would be, at some point, I've been thinking it would be nice to actually do something nice, in inverted quotes, to do something by way of actually tidying up my travelling around the Nether, and the Nether itself. And yes, I'm aware that that statement implies doing insane things with builds in the nether. Nether Hub Go, sort of. Not so. It's not so much a Nether Hub as a series of Nether Towers. Oh, good! I did make this the right depth. And by series of nether towers, I mean series of nether towers with interesting devices connecting them. Sorry, interesting structures connecting them. Devices sounds wrong. There we are. Right. I think starting to despawn finally. Where are my... There they are. Flint and steel. I have absolutely no intention of... how do I empty my inventory? This way. This is the way we empty inventory, empty inventory, empty inventory. And then fill it again. Dope. Let's take this opportunity to clear this area and drop it off a cliff. Wow. Besides, I have way too much material in my inventory. Right, and let's put all of the stuff that I would like to keep into the IKEA shopping bag. Hold on to that. Let's put the obsidian back in there just in case. Right. Place your bets, please. Place your bets. What are the odds? This is nowhere near where I need to be going.
When the chips are down and you're losing hope, the light will surround and show you the road again, show you the road again.
We're in a swamp.
Wait for the sunrise and open your eyes. If we give it time, life will be so
Forget. I don't believe that.
life will be bright again.
We've come out of the portal right into a frog. I didn't bring anything to actually tether him to. Because what I need is another one. Where's the spider? I don't know. Why would there be another spider? I don't want another spider. What I do need is... I didn't bring anything to tether this frog to. I need 2 frogs and some water. Ah, I found the water. Ribbit.
We'll make it together.
Let's do that. Mangrove fences. Right. I'm going to tether you to here. Frog 1. Frog 1, you stay here. Or you... Oh, excellent. I found Frog 2. This is getting easy. I gotta be careful with this. Right. Let's make it. Hello, you two. I would like to lead you to water. And you off your leads and give you a little bit of personal space. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Frogs, frogs, frogs. Which one of you is gonna frog spawn? Oh, that's no. That's not how you. What? Do I have to pick up tadpoles? Oh, I have to pick up tadpoles, not frogs. I should have let you two. Nah. I'm sorry, I killed the frog spawn. And these two don't want to be even remotely romantic anymore. Actually, I should probably tether them so that I can find them again in a minute. Where's your friend gone? There's both of you. Thank you. Come back here. Right. Okay. I got to see if I can find some more of you. Everyone remembered where we tethered our frogs? Statements. I agree, they do kind of move more like toads. That's not a nice thing to find underneath my exit. Really? Are these... I'm starting to think these are literally the only two frogs in the region. I'm also trying to remember if I actually packed a bed. Did I remember to pack a bed? Questions that you should never actually suddenly be asking. Is there one in the toolbox? Yes, there is. Thank goodness for that. I didn't have it in my inventory whilst in the nether because of things that happen to you while you're in the nether. You're not a frog. You're a bee. Statement of the week. Bed is very much a tool for night removal and for explosives in the nether. I am not seeing any more frogs. Did I literally find the only two frogs in the region? This is bonkers. Good. True. I have heard that there are ways of killing the dragon with beds. I have not encountered them. Or rather, I have not tried them. I am literally thinking that we have found the only two frogs in this area. Tethered them up next to the water side. How is it that I've come all of this way and there's only two frogs? That's jungle. That's not going to help. I mean, there's nothing else here except for a bee. Hey, NT Gamer. You find me attempting to find some frogs. Hydrate! Hail, hydrate! Yeah, really. This has to be the most frogless swamp in history. Other than those two, that are the two that I've already attempted to breed once, and made the mistake of attempting to pick up the frog spawn with a bucket when I should have picked up the their offspring. This is what's it called? Complementary Reimagined. I had it switched on whilst I was going through the Nether because, to be honest, it made the Nether a heck of a lot easier to see for people. Seeing as how I've travelled something like 6,000 blocks to find a swamp which had frogs in it. No problem. I should probably put a command in for that at some point, I guess. How is it that I don't have any more than 2 frogs in this region? I've travelled 6,000 blocks and all I've found is 2 frogs. And even then I've messed up and completely failed to actually be able to pick up their spawn for a while. That's a lot of mud. Go to 9,000 blocks. I'm not entirely convinced I want to go over 9,000. But greetings, sci-fi. Oh dear, this is not swamp. Oh, it's like most animals, it's about 5 minutes. Ooh, hello. I've just found a different frog. Hello, froggy. So I found a white frog and a red frog. So this is good. This is good. We've now got 2 of the 3 types of frogs in this region. We won't get the 3rd on the grounds that this isn't a cold region. But 2 out of 3 types of frogs is actually pretty lucky. Come with me, dear froggy. I'm suddenly very happy. I now have 2 out of the 3 frog types. So we've got the white frog, the red frog, and we're missing the green frog. Is the green one that you get in cold biomes? Sorry. Follow me, my dearest froggery. There's just one problem. Frogs are... I was about to say frogs are slow, but you can drag them. I didn't realise you could drag a frog. If ever there was a statement that sounds even worse than some of the others from the last few days, dragging a frog is probably one of them. Right, there's my nether portal. Come with me. I'm not going to drag you straight through to the nether yet. No. Do not go into the nether. I'd like you to meet the other 2 frogs. Come on. Right. Right, now we have 3 frogs. No waiting. And due to doing things like chopping down trees to get back here, we probably have a bit more of this, so let's make some more of that. I don't know why I'm making fences. These guys will just jump straight over them. You guys are just going to laugh at that fence, aren't you? Yep, yeah, just gonna... Oh well. Are you two... Are you 3? Are you going to tell me that you can't be bred whilst you're on leads? Ah, you were bred. Thank you. Actually, what I might do is... try and arrange it so that if they happen to breed in this area... the frogs spawn, don't leave in a hurry. Because I would like to keep them in this area, please. So that I can put them into buckets. Bucket of spawn. Right, so I can't touch that. I've got a frog attempting to make a leap for it. Where'd he go? Come back here. Look, I need you to hang around, please. I still need more frog spawn. Today on things that make no sense. Me negotiating with frogs. I'm 1 short. Oh no, I've still got 3. Oh dear. Is it me or is this comical? I've never ever I've not played with frogs much at all yet. I seem to remember, don't I have to actually protect the frog spawn once they turn into newts from the other frogs? Because the frogs will eat the newts or something? I can't remember. Are you going to be slightly cannibalistic and eat your young? Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Yeah. That feels like a tacit agreement of yes. Find a green one and name it Kermit. That's the problem. I think for a green one, given that we are in warm and temperate biomes here, I would have to actually find an area full of ice. So I don't think I'll be able to get a green one in this area. Is that a fish or a boat? It's a fish. It's a cod. Okay. This is, however, partly why I want newts. Because then I can carry frogs off somewhere a lot less... how shall we put it? A lot less likely to cause me to have to be concerned with... Look. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I would like you to be hanging around in this... Oh, good grief. Okay, all three of them have now attempted to take a run away here. Yeah, you're not making my life easy here. I mean, you're frogs. I suspect the answer of course not, comes to mind. And I thought looking after villagers was difficult. Apparently looking after frogs is just as difficult. I'm just going to leave you tethered to that one. Are you going to grow up? Here's a statement that nobody's ever said to a frog. Ah, okay. Apparently, it's not a very long period of time between breeding of frogs. That did not feel like 5 minutes. Which one of you is going to leave some frog spawn? Is it going to be you? Doesn't feel like you. It was you. Thank you. Romeo, come back here. Ah. Romeo the red frog. Oh, you are linked. Okay. So we've got two sets of frog spawn going. That's about 2 more than I had about 10 minutes ago. Why from this angle does that fish look like it's got sunglasses on? Wondering if I should open up this water area a little. You're being very helpful, frogs. I do appreciate it. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your assistance. Ooh. Ooh. No. Aha. Okay. So these are like allays. You have to pick them up in a bucket of water. And you get more than 1 tadpole per piece of frog spawn. That's good. That's awesome. I didn't know you got more than 1 per frog spawn. I mean, this is my first time attempting to breed frogs in this game. Any and all attempts at this are kind of being made up as I go along. No. Okay. So that's 3 tadpoles that we've got. Look, would you mind not jumping on top of your future young? I see you. Jumping on top of your future young. You're really weird. I kind of feel like I'd love to actually be able to to put sunglasses on these frogs. Just for some reason. I don't know why. So we've got 3 tadpoles. Yay! So I think they get their colour when they grow up. I'm not sure. Or do they get their colour from the area that they are born in as tadpoles? I feel the need to do some research whilst we're sitting waiting for these to grow up. Minecraft frog colours. Temperate frog is orange in colour, the cold frog is green, and the warm frog is white. Well, that tells me why. Found in neutral biomes and swamps. Found in cold biomes and the end. Wait, you can grow frogs in the end? Why would you want to grow frogs in the end? Forget that. Raising a tadpole in the... Oh, so it is the tadpoles that you raise. And it's when they grow from... Oh. And hot biomes and the nether. I'd like to know how you can grow a frog up in the nether. Doesn't that kind of go against the whole sort of you need water bit? How can you grow a tadpole in the nether? Or are there sections of the nether that you can put down water in now? Because that just sounds wrong. Also, thank you, Shadow. I'm not sure I want to be able to... The concept of raising a frog in the nether just sounds slightly disturbing. And very unfair on the frog. Ah! You two. Make froggy babies. That is in absolutely no way to... in no way or form is that 5 minutes. That is in no way, shape or form 5 minutes. Uh, 2 to 5. Ah, okay. Oh, hold on. We got 2 that time. That's 2 more. So that's what, we've got 5 now. I think I might wait for these to grow up and possibly get 1 more batch of frog spawn in this area before we head off in a different direction. Head off back to the citadel. I can word. I just apparently can't actually do anything by way of thinking straight. Back to the Caldera city. Yeah, I haven't put that in either sci-fi. I probably should. Aren't you useful, frogs? You're being fantastically helpful. What with all of this frog spawn that you're generating for me, and all of this breeding, and the fact that you're driving me crazy by attempting to leap out of the area. Like that. I could take these away and actually just breed more frogs with them. And what I'm thinking is... and... exclamation mark, nope. I mean, both of them seem logical. I'm just left wondering if that feels an awful lot like copying Lyra. And I don't want to feel like I am attempting to copy her, because those are her things at times. But equally, it is accurate. Still can't breed you yet. You're sitting over here looking a little bit desolate, Frog. Should I be nice and move you back into with the other two? Actually, I don't want to connect you up with the other two. So I'm going to connect you up to that one. Because these two are my breeding frogs. It's a statement that just sounds really wrong. I mean, really. What? This is my breeding frog. Well, the good news is, as opposed to my riding frog, do I look like Shubble? I am not Shubble. I do not have a frog that's that large that I can ride it, unfortunately, because that's an awesome frog. And here, as the sun sets in the distance over the mountains, we find Scotsman attempting to make sense of the fact that he's keeping frogs on leads to breed them for their tadpoles. And then remembering he should probably sleep. Sleep. Thank you. Also, I hadn't really looked at it. There's a catch a tadpole in a bucket achievement. I didn't... Minecraft, why? Actually, I know the answer to that one. Minecraft, because. Yeah, I recognised that it popped, I just didn't pay attention to it. Bucket. I thought Bucket was a hosting service for Bucket servers. Ribbit. Goodness, you gave me more. Thank you. So that's one more bit of frog spawn. I just need one of these to actually pop, for want of a better description, so that I can go home. I'm also tempted to take a frog with me. Or two. No, I think I'll just take one. What do we think? Should I attempt to take a frog through the nether? Or is that going to... is that basically going to be one of those, and this is how I drove myself crazy and died the second time in the same stream situations? I don't suppose there's another frog over here. While those two bits are attempting to grow up, let's see if there's a frog over here. Is this a swamp? This feels more like mangrove area. I love the tropical fish, but they're not frogs. No, I am not seeing anything remotely like a frog around here. So far I appear to have found 3 frogs, and not much else by way of life. I'd like you to pop. I'd like you to pop, please. Poppity pop. What I might do is take one of the white frogs with me, because I appear to have... That way I then have one of each of these two, and I can hopefully learn from what happens to the other one. Because you can almost guarantee that I am not going to do well with getting a frog through the nether. Although that said, we are using my just below the roof nether transport region which will hopefully mean it's not so dangerous. I'm stressing the word not so. We're going to assume it's going to die. But hey. Would you grow up, please? Hello, little frog spawn. Hello, little frog spawn. I would like you to grow into the world and become meaningful and happy little frog spawns. Day 1 of 9 being you and the pets is off to a racing start. Hey, Landstrad. Savannah is a warm biome, forest is a temperate, so I can... Can I make it wear golden boots? I cannot make a frog wear golden boots, so it might get attacked by the zombie pigmen. Yeah, I've got Savannah and forest back at the Caldera city, right next to each other. So I could probably get both of them in one area. Which... or two of them. It's the cold one that is the thing. I might have to take that to the end, I guess. I'm not entirely convinced I want to grow a frog in the end. That just sounds a little bit more surreal. And here, as we find Scotsman contemplating the tadpoles, and waiting for them to, you know, stop being to become tadpoles even. Look, guys, I need your frog spawn to spawn, please. Ooh, wow, we got 4 that time. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's just me destroying the lily pad. Hooray! And that's 4. And I might put that lily pad back, because it was kind of convenient. So we've got 9 tadpoles. Oh, wow. Hello. We have more. I saw another one here. Is that all of them? Frog in the end does sound silly, but it might be easier than finding an ice biome. I know where there's several ice biomes, and they're a heck of a lot closer than this. But both are valid. And I don't really need that water. Right, I have a travelling frog kit. We have frogs! Actually, I could probably put away the leads as well. Right. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. I would like to take you for a walk on the wild side. Excuse me, Mr. Frog. Follow me into the nether, please. Over here. Hello, little froggy. We're going to take you on a walk. Where did the lead go? Obviously, the lead is on the other end. Come on. I need you to follow me. Up. Come on. Who's a good little froggy? Now, you're going to end up being dragged a bit. Froggy went a-waddling, he did ride come oh. Froggy in the Netherland, he did run from oh. Froggy in the Netherland, he did run, 'cause Scotsman's teaching him to have fun. Froggy in the Nether is absolutely weird. That said, I have to find a nice biome anyway, because if I want to really do a frog-like farm, I need to find murder snow so that I can force magma cubes to be smaller. So murder snow will be necessary. Yeah. Okay, apparently I didn't make this path entirely safe. I forgot that bit. Froggy on the waddling in the nether way. Froggy on the waddling in the nether way. Froggy in the nether and he is going to have some fun and eating things. Yay! Now the nice thing is, as a result of some acquisitions that I was undertaking last week, was it really only last week? Goodness. Because I ran out of what's this stuff? Basalt. Come on, frog. Because I ran out of basalt, I have an area that is quite nicely dug out. Come on, froggy. And the nice thing is, because I've actually just dug this in straight lines, I can just keep walking backwards and make sure that this frog doesn't fall off of his leash. Until I get to somewhere a little bit harder to track. Stay on spending 6,000 blocks in the nether. Or should it be? A nice big area that likes to spawn cubes. Yes, that's what I was digging up last week by accident. It's now about to become convenient. But what I also did was I might have spent a little bit of time making some of that area a little bit less likely to spawn cubes so that they would spawn in a specific zone in there. Which might make this a lot easier. Come on, froggy. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Frog, go a waddle. Waddle, 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 frog. Waddle, frog, waddle, frog, waddling the frog, nether frog. I think when he's being dragged, the animation's very, very derpy. It's not quite as nice when he's being dragged along at high speed. Goodness. I know it was several thousand blocks, but this felt further. Look, you guys are not allowed to attack him. I know he's not got gold on. No attacking the frog. Be nice. Come on, froggy. Right, so that's our portal back to the city, as in the big city. And back here, by quite a way, unfortunately, and quite a way that I'm going to have to keep an eye on things, because this is where we might find hoglins. Because hoglins. Actually, this isn't as far as I thought it was. I hear a ghast. Here, deep in the nether, we find your future home, Froggy. And feeding grounds. Because somebody was being nice and setting you up a nice area to live in. For the moment, I'm just going to tether you here. So this area, in the middle of a large dugout area that likes to spawn cubes, that currently has absolutely none. I mean, really? Not one? That's unfortunate. This feels like a good area into which I can build a magma cube spawner, as it were. I really had hoped that I would find a what's the word I'm looking for? A bastion, because one of the bastion types actually has a spawner for magma cubes, which makes it perfect for making frog-like farms. Unfortunately, however, this is not that type. I have not yet found one. Right, Froggy, I think we're going to take you into the pit. Come on. Into the pit goes dear Froggy. Froggy, oh Froggy, oh Froggy. Stay. Actually, I'm worried. If I leave him in here and he gets large magma cubes around him, he's going to end up dead, isn't he? Are you going to end up dead if I leave you in here and large magma cubes spawn? Because I don't want that. What do we think? I can't tell. I also really do not need several more stacks of netherrack. How many stacks of netherrack did I leave lying around in the nether? Are you comfortable here, Froggy? I mean, I'm going to take that as a yes. Oh, hold on. I should close the door behind me. And actually, I should probably put back those bits of basalt that I removed, just in case. Right, so if I wander over here for, you know, like 10 seconds or so, we might be lucky and get a netherrack. A netherrack? My brain is non-functional. I might be lucky and get a magma cube. Oh, do I have to name the frog to have him stay? Or is he going to actually stay? Do frogs despawn? This and other questions. I'm suddenly having a crisis of confidence as to whether or not I can leave a frog here without naming him. I think he's like sheep, in that they tend to stay. I'd like to see a magma cube. I really would. And not quite so many zombie pigmen. They do not... which way round, Raven? They do not despawn, or they do not stay? They do not despawn. Fantastic. Thank you for that information. That makes me a little bit less concerned about leaving him there. I've already become slightly attached to my frog. He says. Weird statements be weird. Do I have to... How do I... Now the question is... What happened to all of my magma cubes? Because they kept spawning here while I was digging this place out. And now they just don't seem to be interested in spawning. While we're here, let's grab some more of this basalt. Hopefully that will cause them to spawn while I'm hanging around. Did not mean to dig out that many. I love how, while I was digging, and I didn't want a magma cube to spawn, they wouldn't stop spawning. And now that I want one, I can't get them. Are they using the same code as ghasts? Probably. Yeah. It's like... typical. Give me, no. Look, guys, just spawn a magma cube or two. 12 would be lovely, but I'll just take 1 or 2. The Nether. When you want things to spawn, they don't. When you don't want things to spawn, of course they do. Because it's the Nether. And it always is contrary as all living snake. Minecraft in general. Minecraft, contrary. Minecraft, quite contrary. How do your magmas grow? Or why don't your magmas grow? I mean, this has the advantage of giving me a bit more of the basalt while we're here, attempting to get our first frog light. I'd like a frog light. Just the one. One frog light. Just to prove that I can get them. This is now turning into... I just want a frog light to prove that they exist to myself. Am I too close? Nah. Do not want. Minecraft, would you mind not being quite so contrary? I just want one magma cube so that I can prove that these things actually exist. Because I haven't yet seen a frog light. Today on Things Being Things. I gotta give it like 20 more seconds. One more visit. And if we don't have frog lights, or even magma cubes, nope. Right, I think I'm going to give up on magma cubes for today. The fact that I've got frogs is like 1,000 times more successful than I'd vaguely hoped to be. I mean, it's been nearly 2 hours and I've just managed to get frogs. I'm sure it's been riveting to watch. And yes, terrible pun was terrible. Yay, frogs. Yes. What I might do is consider setting up a frog farm in the... Cube! Cube! Come here, cubes. And you've been eating. Froggy's been eating. Froggy's been eating. Froggy is a hungry boy. Have some more food, Froggy. Yay! Way! We have frog lights. We have frog lights. And it's the purple ones. Thank you, Froggy. Thank you. Not looking forward to making those. I got 10 frog lights. I can't believe it. Right. Let's get back to you like your peaceful mode. Yeah, I could. A lot of people hate things like this. But what drugs are the devs on? I don't know, but I'm tempted to just go back now that I've been at this far end of the tunnel and see if we've got any more. I'm slightly addicted to frog lights. I've always wanted them. Nope. Nope. It'd be the one spawning in frog lights. I mean, a lot of people would be. And I have absolutely no... I'm very much of the opinion I can understand why people don't like... No, that's not the tunnel I'm looking for. The way that frog lights are made. Because, dang, it's not easy. I mean, it's taken me 2 hours to get 10 frog lights. Granted, a lot of that has been getting the actual frogs. But we shall head back to the overworld and we shall see what frog lights look like. Right, options, video settings. Let's turn off shaders for the moment. Retaliatory, where, yeah. Hello, Ook. We return. I return. Hello, puppies. Hello, safety llama. I know, it's been a day. I've definitely not been safe. But I got frog lights. And frogs. Well, frog spawn. Let's get rid of some of the junk in my inventory. Oh no, I could have put that into this one. And that is this one. And these can... wow. These can wow comes under the heading of there is a lot of random crap in that inventory. Yeah. That's a chest. That is a chest. I'm not even going to attempt to justify that chest. It just is. Oh, hold on. Right, we're back in the overworld for a while. I should really, really put the right boots back on. It's a shame there isn't, like, I kind of like the concept of baubles and things, and I would love a bauble of safety in the nether to be a normal thing for Minecraft. But it's not going to be. However, oh, those are nice. And they're directional. We have roguelites. Hey! A gold medal. And a gold medal would be lovely. Or an invisibility charm. Yeah. Invisibility is one of those odd ones. Oh, hold on. I now have a spare bed in my inventory. Because I have one here. I should put the bed back into the toolbox. Shouldn't I? Because otherwise I'll forget where it is. Yes, Llama. I know. I'm terrible at maintaining sanity. Right. Gilded armor. Netherite armor with gold trim. I wonder if that's what... I wonder if... So, 1.20 is bringing in trimmed armor. I wonder if trimming netherite armor with gold actually works like that. It's just a train of thought that's just crossed my mind. Chris has just been very, very sensible in triggering that train of thought. I really like these. Ah. But then trimmed armor is early in its life. There are things that they can do to armor once it is in play. First step is get it into play. Now I wonder. That does not look too bad. I'm curious, what's the light level for that? 11. I would apologise, but I'm not going to. So that is... So those are Those are less harsh than lanterns. And give a nice, softer glow. So they give a more sort of mid-range light level. I think I've just found something that is going to be our light source for this city. Also, these guys are multiplying. We now have 4 of them. All of them are tamed as well. Yes, I see you. We now have 4 tamed pillagers. And one of the things that did happen over the weekend was while I was building this area of insanity, I have this gentleman who still shoots at me. Yeah, I'll go and sit in your boat later. And this gentleman, who still shoots at me. And this gentleman, who still shoots at me. Missed. So I have 3 more pillagers waiting in the wings. Or is it in the caldera? So there will be 7. There are 7 possible Gordons. Oh, hold on. No, I take it back. I can't count. Because we have number 8. We actually have 8 possible pillagers for, what's the word I'm looking for? Rehabilitation? 4 of them are already rehabilitated and will be able to be released into the world to roam around. And 4 are still out, a little bit cranky. So, yes. Those are my future... What's the word I'm looking for? Life. Because one of the things that I want is for this city to have life. Particularly over in the... we're going to have the law of the gatehouse having been taken over by pillagers and turned into a pillager outpost. So this gatehouse will become a pillager barracks and a pillager outpost. And as part of that, I'm currently collecting pillagers. How crazy am I? Very. But it seems perfectly normal to me to actually go through the concept of turning pillagers into part of the build. First meal time. Now to see if hot pockets cooked in the oven are actually worth the wait. Hopefully. Never done it. Not entirely convinced I know what hot pockets are, but that's a different thing. Right. Light sources go in with job blocks, because of course they do. I mean, why wouldn't they? And so does the flint and steel. We thank you for your patience, Llama. I have put away the flint and steel. Don't worry, I am not going to actually set fire to anything else. And don't worry. So, it kind of feels like a good point to actually try and finish off the stables. Because, well, they're kind of incomplete. They're a bit roofless. And I don't mean roofless in the same way that pillagers are. So I probably would like a... Actually, I'm not sure I do. I think I probably want to make this a lot shallower. And I'm going to make it shallower, but yeah. Cheese, pepperoni, and a red sauce, so kind of calzone-ish. Oh, sounds nice. Changing my mind again. I reserve the right to change my mind regularly. I think I just got charged an awful lot of money because Patreon... No, that can't be right. Patreon doesn't actually charge until tomorrow. What was this? Oh, okay. New video. Ham and cheese ones. One's in the vein of Philly cheesesteaks. So both of those are a no for me. I am unable to eat meat. Right, let's have a think. Let's do this. Because if I do this, I can actually make this roof entirely spawn-proof. Or at least I can attempt to make it entirely spawn-proof. The fact that I don't have enough materials to finish it is not exactly helping. However, I'm thinking, which is usually a bad sign, I might like to collapse part of the roof anyway. Whoops. So let's build a complete roof. Ish. Okay, I need 3, 4. The sirens are coming. They're coming to take me away. Haha, to the funny farm. You wish. What have I been using? Oh, and cobble, of course. I should probably sleep before we suicide shrub. And since I can't sleep because we're not at suicide shrub yet. No, you. Let's do this. That's better. Okay. So I can put that in there, that in there, those two in there, and that in there. And I need to figure out what to do over this section. Probably a half. Yeah. I would attempt to do that, solid block and inverted stair. So let's get the materials for that. There, you'll do. And you'll do. Stone block, inverted stair. That feels like it needs something. No, campfires won't work because they'll be on the lower half of this. This feels wrong. Oh look, it's raining again. Why rain? Why Wayne? Why Wayne? Also, savannah, forest. We have 2 frog types. I can find somewhere around here that is borderline on these two, build a single building and get 2 frog types out of it. I don't suppose this building's borderline. Nope. And neither of these. Dagnabbit, so close. If I put a building here, if I stretch this building this way, I could have frogs grow here and frogs grow here and get both types. That might be sensible. I think we found where we're going to have our froggery. Froggery? I want a froggery! So we'll just drag this building this way a bit. Nee! We want a froggery! What the heck is a froggery? I don't suppose there's a better building for this. Why am I bothering to look at this on the ground when I could do this from a cam account? Meh. No, all of this is consistently forest. I think this is the only area that kind of fits with my plans. Because this one's consistently forest all the way across. This one's consistently forest all the way across. This one's got a socking great big hole in the middle. Whatever you do, don't fall in there. That won't be a good day. And then this is all consistently forest as well. Yeah. There literally is only one building in this entire landscape that we can use as a froggery. That's slightly annoying. Meanwhile, this one looks incredibly flat-fronted, and I'm not sure whether or not I can do something sensible to it. Certainly not that, because those look wrong. And I've now got one stuck on the roof. A very wet terrarium. Sounds right. Accurate statement is pretty accurate, I think. Now if I do this... Ow. I set fire to myself. Right in front of the safety llama as well. I mean, he's going to be so unhappy with me. Well, that didn't help. That looks better. So if we drop that to there, that looks like it's fallen down. Let's take out some of these. You. I'm going to move the bed. Because this is only a temporary bedding area. Make it look like bits of the roof have fallen in. Put another couple of campfires in so that it looks like the edges of the roof are very tumble down. Actually, not that one. That doesn't make sense. Let's take out that one and that one. And put those two in there. What would the interior of this room been like? What would the floor have been? My tack room. Savannah. Oh my goodness. Raven? How did you spot that? How did you spot that? Grass colour. Oh. Interesting. And, well, I'd assumed that the rain stopped because I'd put the roof in. Really? Where the heck is the edge of the... It must be so absolutely borderline. Wow. That is interesting. That said, I have no idea how I would build a froggery in something this small. Not that I have an idea how I'm going to build a froggery yet. Interesting. Interesting. You've given me something to think about there, which is usually a bad sign. Granted, I have no idea what a froggery is going to look like, so I'm going to have to research that one. Because it might be perfect. The other option is... we could... Nah. I was about to say, we could put it under it. But I'd like this to be a surface thing. No, I think I'm going to go with the other building still. Because that's going to be... so let's get back up somewhere we can see. This area here I had designated as a docks, and actually having if it's designated as a docks, I could set up tanks similar to the sort of tanks that you have crustaceans in, for example, coming back on a boat. Except instead of crustaceans, it could be frogs, etc. Which kind of gives a nice use for some of this area as well. And I can make a couple of largish tanks, set them up as almost large froggy terrariums, and have a reason for them being there, because they would fit more with the dock concept. Whereas having it under the tack room, or in a tack room, well, that's interesting. Okay, we have visitors. And they're going to upset the safety llama. They really, really want to visit that house. I think they're upset at Ook for some reason. I do not have any more boats in my personal inventory. Do I have any in here? No, right. Safety llama, you're not going to like this bit for a second. Just don't get shot. Actually, I'm going to bring these further this way. Come on. Come on. Be good pillagers. No, well, at least one of you is useful. Really? So many of you have gone two in a boat. Today on things that make this interesting. 2 pillagers in a boat. Give me that boat back. Right, you two, I need to follow me. One of you in this boat. Right. One of you in this boat. Come on. Thank you. No, stop shooting each other. Two pillagers, one boat. Yeah, yeah. Ow. Okay, so now we have an awful lot of pillagers sitting around in boats. Right. Let's deal with this fellow. Really? You can't even shoot each other in the boats? Fine. I need to move. Duck and weave, serpentine. Right, to be honest, you're too much of a hassle. That was nearly dangerous. Oh, yeah, I'm still in sight of him. That was nearly the second death of the day. Where am I? Pig, you're gonna not want to be here. Thank you. Okay. I am going to have to train these pillagers up to be good pillagers. You didn't see any of that. You didn't see me nearly die again. I think that was the safety alarm just going, yeah, I did, dude. Really, I did. You're not very good at this, are you? So we've got 3 more pillagers out of that, which isn't bad. However, we have basically, pretty much basically, run out of time for the evening. And not really made much progress on builds. So that doesn't help. Let's get a screenshot of multiple pillagers hanging out. Apparently, the pillager now has a pet. A pillager and a pig in a boat. That's not going to help, because that makes it very hard for me to actually defang or train that pillager to be a good pillager. Rustlers, yes. So, yes. At this point, however, as I contemplate the fact that I have an arrow sticking out of my foot, I think it's lunch. Pig in a boat. I thought it was pig in a blanket. Squirrel. Today has been a very, very surreal day. What with slimes and frogs, and pillagers, and frog lights. Yes. It has definitely been a day. However, I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me today. I will be back again tomorrow, where we will hopefully have a little bit less insanity and a little bit more, I don't know, direction. Direction feels good. I think I should probably actually spend a day doing some actual building. Because it kind of feels like we've done 2 days of prep work. Either way, thank you to everyone for joining today. I hope you all have a good time zone. I hope you all have a great day. Every direction at the same time. Yes, that was today. The squirrels have definitely gone in every direction. I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.